Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. What a strange game. Now that you obviously clicked this video, let's have a little talk what's it all about and how it differs from normal Yu-Gi-Oh! Keep in mind that I'm more of an old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Player. I've been playing for around 17 years now, and I'm not really well informed about the current meta or link monsters in general, but this video is only supposed to give you a first impression anyway. So let's go! Duel Links is a free-to-play game, currently available on Microsoft Windows, iOS and Android devices. Don't let the free-to-play tag scare you too much though. In my opinion, there's not really a lot of things you need to spend money on. Yes, there's a waiting mechanic for the respawn times of Duelists in PvE, but you can just duel PvP instead or summon Duelists at a thing called the Gate, but more on that thing later. Yes, there are a few cards you can currently only get by spending real world money, but most things can still be bought using an in-game currency called gems or gold. I've been playing the game for quite a while now, and I'm having a blast with $0 spent. Okay, let me level with you here. When I was playing the game for the first time, I really didn't like it. I think I just played through the tutorial, had a few duels, and I was like, nah, this is not for me. I think what turned me off almost immediately was the difference to the real Yu-Gi-Oh! Firstly, there are no Xyz, Pendulum or Link monsters as of now, but that's not what I was missing. Looking at the board, you might instantly see it's kinda smallish. Yes, there are only 3 monster and 3 spell or trap card zones. The deck can also only hold between 20 and 30 cards. The extra deck is limited to 5 cards and you're usually starting a duel with 4000 life points. Some of these limits can actually be altered by skills, but more on that when we come to it. This kind of quick play formula makes Duel Links unique in that duels generally don't last very long. Even stalling decks can lead to a semi-quick victory, since most people are only running a 20 card build. You will find a lot of really old school cards in there too. If Konami released those nowadays, everyone would just ask, what have you been smoking? 1700 attacks? Damn, I have to put that one in my deck. Furthermore, the ban and limited list is quite different, and cards aren't released in their original chronological release order, making for a whole new meta with cards finding play that never really took off in the original TCG. Something that's also drastically different from the TCG and other Yu-Gi-Oh! Video games is the inclusion of unlockable Duelists from the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Up to the 5Ds era, with more and more being added over time. You can level them up through using them in duels and acquire unique skills that can be used with that character. These reach from starting with active field spells to increasing life points and even adding cards you don't actually own like Jinzo. Every level up will reward you in a way. Some will award new cards, others skills and in-game currency. Something I personally really like is that every duelist is fully voice acted in multiple languages when using them in a match. They even got unique lines for some cards.
Not a single card can stand up to this. I call on Blue Eyes White Dragon!
But I'm using the Japanese option, of course, because I'm a weep.
Monster Death Direct Attack!
However, this option is for some reason not available on my PC here. I'm using it on the mobile version though. Unlocking Duelists, of which there are many, is done in kind of a side quest system called stages and missions. You're advancing through stages by reaching small milestones you'd eventually arrive at anyway, like battle in 6 duels or use 4 spell cards in 1 duel or something like that. These tasks will pop up as you're reaching new stages and milestones, so it really feels like there's a lot to do in this game, And trust me when I once again reassure you, there's a ton of playable main and side characters from the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Up to Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. We'll be dueling some generic characters that were made for Duel Links specifically, plus the occasional randomly appearing legendary duelist, which is what the characters from the show are referred to as here. There's also a mechanic to battle specific legendary duelists at the gateway of this VR world called the Gate I mentioned earlier. For this you have to spend gate keys, which you can simply acquire by winning duels. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links is certainly a unique experience, offering PvE and PvP alike. I personally think Konami really tries to keep players engaged by implementing regular events, where players can win cards and other prizes via defeating special versions of powerful characters from the show, or participating in PvP events like the Kaiba Cup for example. After my initial skepticism, I have to say that this game is an experience I can wholeheartedly recommend for new players as well as veterans, albeit a slightly addictive one. There are also a few other features and mechanics I didn't mention here, so I'd recommend you give it a look. So then happy dueling and thank you for watching.